Cost of electricity in the country has been unmasked. This is after the National Assembly Energy Committee's push to have independent power producers revise their prices downwards hit a snag as IPPS decline to oblige. The IPPS sell a kilowatt unit of power to Kenya Power 5 times higher than the supply from Kengen. Business Registration Services Director General Kengen told the MPs that companies were using a legal loophole which only requires companies registered after 2017 to provide evidence of the registration status to keep the shareholders faceless. Stephen Leto reports.
It's now more than a year since the government began talks with independent power producers to renegotiate power purchasing agreement entered between them and the Kenya Power with a bid to lower the cost of power. But little, if any, progress seems to have been made, with the IPPs remaining adamant that the agreements are non-negotiable. Instead, the IPPs are demanding that the government removes all taxes on HF4 oil used by the companies if they have to review the prices downwards. The IPPs are currently selling a kilowatt unit of power to the power transmission company at 25 shillings per unit, 5 times compared to what Kengen is selling the same unit at.
Every time the PPA comes to an end, they change the name. So it's important for us to dig deep and get the faces behind these companies if you want to help this country.
What you're looking into is the cost of, or in this instance, is the cost of electricity, the high cost of electricity. And the high cost of electricity is being caused by these hidden shareholders. So we need to get to the bottom of who owns those shares.
Business Registration Services Director General Kengen, who appeared before the National Assembly's Energy Committee, removed the veil from the directors, shareholders and beneficiaries of these companies who have been using a loophole in the law to remain faceless and continue choking Kenyans with the heavy electricity costs. Some of the local prominent personalities unmasked as beneficiaries or directors. The IPPs include Mombasa-based businessman Suleiman Shabal and Yala Member of Parliament, who are co-directors with Francis Komen Njogu.
Next year is Nora Power Company Power Limited. This is it has a director shareholder who is a beneficial owner in the name of Suleiman Said Shabal, who is Kenyan, and also we have Francis Komen Njogu, who is a Kenyan, who is a director shareholder and as well a beneficial owner of this company.
And again, when you move to the list of directors, you'll find an individual is a director in Kenya Power, is the same director in Nora what Power, is the same. So you can be a director in several companies, but registered in different firms.
Other local directors working with foreigners in reaping huge benefits from high power costs include Christopher Mugo Kibati, Kenneth Ndegwa Kamaitha, who partnered with 2 Israeli nationals and 1 American in the power business. Others are George Kagunyi Njenga, Kenneth Namunje Onyango, and Simon Guyo Mwacharo, among others. The IPPs include Lake Turkana Wind Power Limited, Ibera Africa Power East Africa Limited, OR Power, Kipeto Energy PLC, Savo Power Company Limited, Rabai Power Limited and Thika Power Limited. Others include Gulf Power Limited, Vestas East Africa Limited, Triumph Power Generating Company Limited, Nora Power Limited, Industrial Promotion Services Kenya Limited.
For the foreign companies, honorable members, I think it is clear then that we will need to engage the AG and other arms so that we can be able to know how we make progress.
Some of the companies, however, have foreign directors and shareholders whose details remain unknown. The committee now wants Attorney General Justin Muturi to step in and write to foreign countries asking for details of those individuals. The faceless beneficiaries are nationals from Israel, Denmark, Spain, South Africa, Nigeria, United States of America, Norway and the United Kingdom. Stephen Leto, Citizen.